Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. And today we're taking a look at something I know you're super interested in, faceless content creation.
Absolutely.
I mean, that blog post you wrote, faceless content creation with AI, a beginner's guide to viral videos. I mean,
Yeah.
that was really eye-catching, and we just had to dig deeper into this topic with you.
Yeah, it's really exploding right now. And especially with the advent of all these AI tools, it's incredible how accessible it's becoming.
Yeah, and what's really interesting is just how this whole approach tackles some of the biggest things that hold people back in online marketing in general, right?
Well, yeah, and Chris Record, I think, really hit the nail on the head when he outlined kind of the four biggest obstacles that people face: lack of money, lack of time, lack of stills, and fear.
Yeah.
And faceless content creation really kind of tackles those head on, particularly the fear factor. I mean, that's a big one for a lot of people.
Oh, absolutely. And, it's really about working smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we've been looking at is, leveraging other people's content, this OPC, right?
Right.
And how can we really use that effectively?
Yeah, and there's a lot of really clever ways to do that. I mean, you think about an example like like a Facebook page that's all about famous entrepreneur quotes.
Okay.
And they just share these really, you know, motivational quotes or images or videos, and they're not creating the quotes themselves. They're curating and repurposing,
Oh, that's interesting.
adding their own branding to it.
So they're almost like becoming this curator of valuable content within a very specific niche.
Exactly. And you can apply that across all sorts of areas. I mean, think about fitness comedy, even the keto diet, which is very hot these days.
Right. And there's that keto, I think it's keto.mlm on TikTok.
Yeah.
They're doing incredibly well. And it's all these like short motivational clips about the keto lifestyle. And I think a lot of it is actually repurposed from other podcasts or interviews.
Right. And that's a perfect example of what they talk about as short form clipping, where you're not creating these long, elaborate videos. You're taking little snippets of existing content and turning them into, these really easily digestible pieces that capture attention really quickly.
It's like meeting the audience where they are, right, on those platforms, like the TikToks and the Instagrams, where attention spans are so short.
Exactly. And think about how that Kevin Hart clip went viral on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
And that was just somebody taking a snippet of one of his stand-up routines and turning it into, like a 15-second video, and it got millions of views.
Yeah, and think about how that plays into the algorithm too, right?
Absolutely.
Because the algorithm is definitely favoring shorter, more engaging content.
Yeah, it's really about shifting your mindset away from, feeling like I have to create everything from scratch and embracing the power of curation and repurposing.
Yeah.
And, and this is where it gets really exciting when you start to layer on top of that the power of AI.
Okay.
I mean, what if you could create these really high quality videos without ever having to be on camera or even use your own voice?
Okay, now you're speaking my language.
Right.
Because I've heard so much about these tools, but it feels a little bit overwhelming.
Well, it's really easier than you think. And we have access to this kind of incredible trio of AI tools right now, that Midjourney for crafting avatars, ChatGPT for writing scripts, and Hagen for animating those avatars. And the great thing is a lot of these offer free trials, so you can experiment without any risk.
So let's break that down a little bit, because when I think of Midjourney, I'm kind of picturing something very complex and technical. So how does that actually work?
It's actually exactly, and you can fine-tune the details until you have an avatar that perfectly embodies your brand identity. And some creators even use like private Midjourney servers so that their visuals are unique and tailored to their specific needs.
That's really clever.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got my avatar now.
Well, that's where ChatGPT comes in. This AI tool is incredibly versatile. You can use it to generate video scripts, write social media captions, even brainstorm content ideas.
Really?
You just tell it what you're looking for, and it spits out multiple options within seconds.
Wow, that is impressive. So I've got my avatar. I've got my script now. How do we bring that all together into a video?
Well, that's where Hagen steps in. This tool specializes in animating avatars, bringing them to life with movement. It's kind of like puppetry, but in the digital realm.
Well, so you're creating almost like a virtual spokesperson for your brand.
Exactly.
Who's delivering your message in a really engaging and visually appealing way.
Exactly, and it's surprisingly easy to use. You just import your avatar from Midjourney, paste your script from ChatGPT, and Hagen animates the whole thing, lip-syncing the avatar to your voiceover. They even have a library of different voices and accents that you can choose from to really create the perfect tone for your brand.
So it's like this whole seamless process from start to finish.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the tools to create these faceless videos, but what about the content itself? How do you choose the right niche to focus on, the one that's really going to resonate with your target audience and actually generate results?
Yeah, that's a crucial step. And luckily, the sources we've got really provide some excellent guidance on this. And they emphasize, starting with broad categories and then kind of narrowing down to these specific micro niches. It's almost like using a funnel, to filter down to those golden opportunities.
Can you give me like a real example of how that funnel approach would work?
Yeah, sure. So let's say you're really passionate about sports, right? That's a massive category.
Uh-huh.
So you could narrow that down to golf, which is still pretty broad, but then you could further refine it to, junior golf.
Okay.
And suddenly you're targeting, a very passionate, engaged audience that's often overlooked by the bigger content creators.
It's like finding that little hidden gem, right?
Exactly.
That untapped market where you can really become like a go-to authority.
Yeah. And the beauty of micro niche targeting is that you can become, a big fish in a small pond.
Sure.
It's easier to stand out, build a loyal following, and ultimately drive those conversions.
Makes a lot of sense. So how do you actually go about researching niches? Where do you find this valuable information?
Well, there's some great tools out there, like Answer the Public, for example. This website generates like a mind map of questions that people are asking about a specific topic. It's like tapping into the collective curiosity of your target audience.
And that's free.
Absolutely. And don't underestimate the power of simple Google searches. Just start typing in keywords related to your niche and see what those autocomplete suggestions pop up. It's like a quick and dirty way to gauge interest and identify potential content ideas.
Oh, that's a good tip. Okay, so we've talked about niche selection. We've got the tools. We know how to create the content. Now let's talk about monetization, because that's, kind of the elephant in the room. How do you actually turn these faceless videos into a profitable business?
Well, that's where the magic of affiliate marketing comes in. It's about partnering with brands and promoting their products or services within your niche.
Okay, I've heard a lot about affiliate marketing,
Yep.
but I always get a little bit unclear on how it actually works. Can you just kind of break it down for me?
Sure. So let's go back to the keto diet
Yeah.
example. Imagine you're creating content about, keto recipes and lifestyle tips.
Okay.
You could partner with a company like Keto Crate, for example, which delivers pre-made keto meals.
Oh, so you're basically promoting their product to your audience of keto enthusiasts.
Exactly. And whenever someone makes a purchase through your unique affiliate link, you earn a commission. It's a win-win situation.
Mhm.
You're providing valuable recommendations to your audience. The brand gets more customers, and you earn a passive income.
Okay. I'm starting to see how that works, but how do you seamlessly weave those affiliate promotions into your content without being, too pushy or salesy?
Right. Well, that's where bridge pages come in. They
Mhm.
act as like a natural transition between your content and the affiliate offer.
Okay, can you explain what a bridge page is? Because I'm not quite picturing how that would work.
Sure. So imagine you create a video about, the benefits of the keto diet for weight loss.
Okay.
At the end of the video, you could mention that, you've personally struggled with finding convenient keto-friendly meals.
Okay.
That's where you introduce your bridge page, a dedicated page on your website that dives deeper into the challenges of, keto meal prep and offers a solution. Keto Crate, you can provide a genuine review of the product, highlight its benefits, and include your affiliate link.
So it's like you're building this natural bridge between the problem your audience is facing and the solution you're recommending.
Precisely. And you can use this strategy across various niches. If you're creating content about business opportunities, for example, your bridge page could lead to a course or a coaching program that helps aspiring entrepreneurs get started.
Okay, this is giving me so many ideas. I'm starting to see how all these pieces fit together. It's not just about creating random faceless videos. It's about building this strategic ecosystem around a specific niche, providing value every step of the way, Yeah. and monetizing that value through affiliate marketing.
You got it. And the best part is you don't have to figure this all out alone. There are communities and resources available to support you on this journey.
Okay, well, that's reassuring to hear, because I know I'm kind of just scratching the surface here, and I know there's going to be challenges along the way. But what would you say is the biggest mistake people make when they're first venturing into this whole faceless content creation world?
I think one of the most common pitfalls is neglecting niche selection.
Wow.
A lot of people jump into a niche based solely on, perceived profitability without really considering their passion or their knowledge in that area.
So it's not just about chasing trends. It's about finding that sweet spot where your interests align with a viable market opportunity.
Exactly. Passion is fuel. If you're not genuinely interested in the niche you're creating content for,
Hmm.
it will show your audience will sense your lack of enthusiasm and it will ultimately impact your results.
Okay, that's great advice. So let's say you found your perfect niche, you're creating engaging content, you're starting to see some traction. What are some of the key success factors that really separate those who thrive from those who struggle in this space?
Well, consistency is key. It's about showing up regularly, delivering value to your audience, and not getting discouraged when things get tough.
Yeah.
Like the tortoise and the hare,
Yep.
slow and steady wins the race. You know, Building a successful online business takes time and effort. There's no such thing as overnight success. It's about staying committed to your vision, constantly learning, adapting, and celebrating those small wins along the way.
You're making me think of all those times I wanted to just give up on my blog.
Yeah,
It's good to hear that consistency really is key.
it really is. And it kind of ties back to that idea of having a mentor or joining a supportive community because when you hit those inevitable roadblocks, having someone to guide you and cheer you on can make all the difference.
Yeah, like having someone who's already been there, done that, right?
Right.
And can kind of offer those insights from their experience.
Yeah, it's like having a roadmap to
Right.
navigate those challenges and avoid common pitfalls.
Yeah, and the beauty of those communities too is that you can connect with other creators and share ideas and, support each other's growth. It's really powerful.
Absolutely.
Speaking of communities, you mentioned the AI Affiliate Club earlier. Can you tell me a little bit more about, what they offer and how that could benefit, someone like me who's just kind of starting out in this whole faceless content creation world?
Yeah, absolutely. The AI Affiliate Club is a fantastic resource for anyone who's interested in leveraging the power of AI for content creation and affiliate marketing. And they have a wealth of free resources available, like video tutorials, downloadable templates. They even have pre-written scripts.
Wow, that's really helpful, especially when you're first getting started and trying to figure out all the technical stuff.
Exactly. They break it down in a very simple, easy to understand way, even for complete beginners. And they also offer, mentorship and guidance from experienced creators who've already achieved success using these strategies.
So it's not just about the resources, it's about having that human connection as well.
Exactly. They have a thriving community forum where you can ask questions, get feedback on your work, connect with other creators from all over the world.
I love that it's like having this built-in network of like-minded people who are all on the same journey.
Precisely. And they also host regular webinars and workshops where you can dive deeper into specific topics, learn some advanced techniques, stay ahead of the curve.
I'm sensing a theme here. It's all about, surrounding yourself with the right people, accessing the right resources, and just staying committed to the process.
You got it. And remember, the beauty of faceless content creation is that it's accessible to anyone with an internet connection and a desire to learn. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need a big budget. You don't even need prior experience.
It's really democratizing content creation.
Absolutely.
It's empowering anyone to build a successful online business on their own terms.
Exactly. And that's what makes this such an exciting time to be a creator. The possibilities are truly limitless.
Okay, well said. Now, before we wrap up this deep dive, I have to ask, where can our listeners go to find out more about the AI Affiliate Club? Because I know I'm definitely going to be checking them out after this.
Sure, they have a website address where you can access all of their free resources and learn more about the community.
Perfect. We'll be sure to include that link in the show notes for easy access. And on that note, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the world of faceless content creation. I want to thank you so much for all of these incredible insights and this actionable advice. It's been a real pleasure chatting with you.
My pleasure. I hope this conversation has inspired your listeners to explore the possibilities of faceless content creation and empowered them to take those first steps toward building their own online empires.
Absolutely. To our listener, thank you so much for joining us on this journey. We hope you've gleaned some valuable knowledge and you're feeling ready to embrace this exciting world of faceless content creation. And remember, the AI Affiliate Club is waiting to welcome you with open arms and a wealth of resources to support your success.